class, now we're going to do the same thing one more time, in that we'll make an RSS feed out of our tweets, but we're going to do it with filtered tweets so we don't post all of them. Because, for example, if you're prolific on Twitter, maybe you tweet to your friends, you tweet to the public, but you want to only capture the tweets that include the term health, for example. That might be something worth trying. So let's go ahead and make a new Zap. What we do is click Make a New Zap. We wait for it to load up, and then we select Twitter as our source. So the trigger app is going to be Twitter. I'm just going to start typing. Click here. We're going to once again make it when I tweet. I could do it when somebody else tweets, but we'll do this. And then we're going to come down here and we're going to go to RSS again. And we're going to create a feed item. Then we just say continue, piece of cake. Next, pick my account. You would pick yours, of course. I'm going to test it just to show you it still works. Great. This is going to work because we're already set. And then we're going to do filter. What do we want to filter? Well, let's just filter ones that say health. Here we're going to say the field is the text of the tweet. We're going to say contains, and it could have been starts with, it could have been anything, right? Does not contain, exactly matches. And then we're just going to say the word health. Then we're going to continue. Now, like the other one, we need a title, all right? And in this particular instance, we'll say tweeted on, and then we'll put in the date, because we have to put something in here. It could be many other things. You could even put fixed text, but I want to do this. Created at. We don't want to do this. We want the real link to the URL. So let's just go Twitter URL. And finally, the content, we'll put the tweet in there again. And you can put multiple things in here if you want. There's no limit, right? So, well, there's no limit that I'm going to show you. The rest of this is optional, piece of cake. And in the end, we say continue. It's going to look, uh-oh, what do we miss? Required, required, required. That's all good. Uh-oh, we're missing something. A URL, right. So the last one I think we did was 03. Let's just do this 5. And we're going to say that this is our location of our RSS feed that we'd point our reader to, like Feedly or whatever. So in this particular instance, let's just go and grab this. Control C, I'll put it up here so we can see it. And then we said, I think 5, right? Let's look. 5, yeah. So if I go and hit enter, there shouldn't be anything there yet. Just a blank RSS feed. Yeah, look, this feed is powered by the RSS service. It's created that way. Piece of cake, easy. All right, so that's what the Zap's going to look like. I come down here and click continue. And now we want to test it. So the sample Twitter information here is created. The text is creation filter, blah, 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 but it doesn't have the word health, right? That's great. So if we say continue, we are now going to name this Zap. We're going to call it Filt Tweets containing the text health. And then we'll say turn Zap on. All right, so now every 15 minutes, this is going to check. We've got tweets for health, and we've got all tweets. So now if I go back to Twitter and I say, holy moly, and I tweet it, and then I go back and I look at this one, refresh, there's nothing there. It hasn't been 15 minutes. So if I go to the dashboard and I say containing health, let's just say run it. It's looking okay. It says it's triggered successfully, so we can close that, come back here, and then we refresh. What do you know? Nothing new. However, if we go back to this one, post all tweets, let's look at this. This one's got an address of, I think it's 03. So let's take this address, copy just to here, and then say 03. Okay, now we've got this feed's description, item posted on Twitter, description filtered. Okay, so there's nothing new. Let's go back to Zap Editor. We'll run that one. And we'll say all tweets. Let's just say run it because I don't want to wait 15 minutes. It goes and says it's successful. We come back to the 03 one and we hit return, refresh. And look, now holy moly shows up. And here's the real test. Let's go back to Twitter and post something with health. This tweet contains the word health in it. It should show up in 03 and 5 RSS. Let's try it. I'm going to tweet it. Comes here, has the word health, right? Go back to Zapier. Let's look at these. So this one, a tweet called 5. I'm going to refresh it. Nothing yet. Let's do this one, refresh it. Again, nothing new. Let's go to Zapier. Let's refresh the health one. It says it ran. Let's go back here. Feed called 5, and I'm going to refresh it. Oh, look at that. This tweet contains the word health in it. Now we go back here. We refresh this one. I haven't told it to run, so nothing's changed. I go back to Zapier, post all tweets. Oops, back. We go to the post all tweets one, and we say run. It's running. It says it worked. Then we go back here. Notice the length of this. I'm going to go refresh. And now we're off the page because this contains the word health in it. And one last test. Let's just say done. Tweet it. And I'm going to refresh both of these. We'll run this one. All tweets. It says it worked. And then we'll go here and we'll run this one just with health. This one said it's worked as well. Triggering, and it said it that way. So now we go back to where it's containing health. And I refresh this. Nothing there. Go to this one, refresh it. And yet there is another one that says done. So that's how you create a filtered RSS feed generator using Twitter. If you come back to Zaps, you can make a Zap using pretty much anyone you want. But as long as your destination, what gets triggered by the first app is RSS, you can turn pretty much any of their options into an RSS feed reader. So, pick Facebook, pick whatever you'd like. There's any number of them, and then we just want to make sure that the action app is the RSS reader, and that's how you do it. Pretty easy and a great way to get RSS feeds. Far easier than some of the other tools that are out there, and they are out there.